Hey yo, what's going on with the viewers of the tube? Tyler here of chicocrypto, coming to you not live, not in the studio, but out in nature, aka my backyard once again. And it's not a very good day for Bitcoin and the markets all around. So yeah, traditional markets are down once again, and Bitcoin is down even further. So the price, last week, Wednesday, it was sitting around 40K, after the initial Fed FOMC meeting news. But as of today, we are down significantly, down to 32.5K, and over 15% dump over the past few days. So the price, this is actually the lowest Bitcoin has been since almost a year ago, you guys, all the way since July of last year. Back then in July, guess where Bitcoin got to? The low was about 30K. You guys remember that? Because I do. The markets were in extreme fear like they are right now. So, is this the time to sell everything? Oh no, Bitcoin's going down. Sell, sell, sell. Hello, from the title I said, is this the time? It's not the time right now, you guys. No. Right now is the time to be eyeing positions. When the markets are fearful, you are greedy. And when the markets are greedy, you start being fearful. So you should have hopefully some stable coins, I mean, if you didn't time the top last time, that's okay. Hopefully you got out into some stable coins and you're sitting on some right now. Right now would be the time to be eyeing positions. I'm getting a whole Bitcoin. I'm getting a bunch of Ethereum to get 32. Eyeing some of those altcoins that you have been looking at for a while, especially the node altcoins, which I'm going to talk about in a second. So I made a video on this, a portfolio video last week, and I covered, this exact topic. So if you want to check that out, it's in the card above. I recommend it. But personally, you should have got out when people are greedy. When the markets were at peak euphoria, which happened last November, that was the time to exit. I know you can't time the exact top, but when the market started sliding pretty significantly, by end of November, you should have been like, all right, maybe it is time to exit, and get yourself in some stable coins. I actually did too. Personally did. That is the time to exit. That is the time to sell everything. Right now, if you sold everything, yeah, if the markets do go a bit lower, you guess you could get some better prices. But who knows how much lower? You could be selling the bottom. And that's the scary part about, selling into a downturn. No one knows where the exact bottom is going to be. But you can, kind of eye in a reversal. Once Bitcoin starts, hit a bottom, it starts making some moves up, you're like, all right, we've hit the bottom. So if you want to check out that portfolio video, I recommend it. But there's possibility that we could be going a little bit lower. Is Bitcoin going to drop down to that 30K level that we hit in July? Or is it going to go to 20K? Well, we have something coming up this week. Everyone was talking about the FOMC meeting last week, but this Wednesday we have the Consumer Price Index inflation data. So there's a possibility, before that comes out on Wednesday, tomorrow, and even right before it, that we do go a bit lower and possibly even hit 30K. But I have a prediction, a pretty solid prediction. I have a feeling that, we're going to go a bit lower. The bears are going to take out a narrative of, the markets are dead. A lot of people are going to turn bearish from large accounts to small accounts across Twitter, across YouTube. But I have a feeling inflation is going to level out or even come in a little bit lower. And that will be good for the markets. And that is going to cause an epic short squeeze. I've been talking about this short squeeze for a while. Some people thought it was the one that happened last week, right when the FOMC stuff came out. No, that wasn't epic enough. That was only a couple grand. I have a feeling the short squeeze is going to be about 10 grand all in one candle and wipe out all the bears that have been thinking they're so smart over the past few weeks. So I'm not necessarily a permabull, though. I mean, things aren't looking good in necessarily the macroeconomic environment. You know, we are entering some tightening monetary policies, and that free money is drying up, which isn't good for crypto. So I have a feeling we are going to have that epic short squeeze come towards the end of the week. And then after that, you know, because people get way too bullish, way too quick in these markets, and then they start setting up longs, well, those longs are going to get obliterated, and we're going to go back down. So down from 40K back to possibly even these levels and lower. So there's a whale out there, a really, really big freaking whale. His name is Michael Saylor. You know, he's been buying up a ton of Bitcoin. And I'm predicting right now that the low of this bear market is going to be around his margin call. So he has a margin call on some of the borrowed funds he's taken out for Bitcoin to buy more, and that is around $21,000. As we know, the last 2017 peak for Bitcoin was 20K, and usually in a bear cycle, the bottom is a peak of the last run. So last run, you know, we got to 3K. So it is very possible, and the run before that, the peak was around 3K, a little bit lower, but near it. So we always get near the previous cycle's all-time high, which was 20K. And I have a feeling that's going to happen again because that is right around Michael Saylor's margin call, and they want to, you know, Michael Saylor's a new whale. You know, the old whales want to put Michael Saylor in his place. So I have a feeling that's going to happen. But speaking of the whales, the reason I don't think, you know, this Bitcoin is over, you know, of course we are in a bear cycle as of right now, but the whales, they are accumulating, including Michael Saylor. So if you look at the top 100 Bitcoin addresses, they are all accumulating in these downturns. That's what they do, you guys. They accumulate in the downturns and then they sell at the peak, like my portfolio video said to do. They followed that to a freaking T, you guys. So right now isn't the time to sell everything, go down, you know. No, right now is actually the time to be eyeing positions and accumulating, you know. So I do want to talk about, you know, those node coins that I was going to make a video on. It's coming later this week, and I think nodes, you know, nodes within the crypto ecosystem helping out Web3 and decentralization are going to be some of the biggest buys, the biggest opportunities out there. So I don't want to give away my video per se, but one of the node projects I'm talking about, which is in accumulation buy zone right now, that is an RPC, a decentralized remote procedure call network. So RPC, that pretty much gives that one away. There's one that is an oracle, a decentralized oracle communicating, you know, basically, RPC is communicating with blockchains, while oracles are blockchains communicating with the outside world. And so there is the oracle one, and the final one I am going to talk about is decentralizing pretty much everything. It's hard for me to really put this one into words, but it's decentralizing everything. So I would tune in for that node video. It's coming later this week, probably not tomorrow, but Wednesday or Thursday. And I do want to let everyone know, I didn't post, you know, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. My grandpa, he did pass. He did go to heaven. So I appreciate all you guys who have, you know, supported me through this rough time. It's been like a month and a half, 2 months that he's been really going downhill, and just want to thank all you guys for the prayers. I'm gonna miss the fuck out of him. He's the reason I'm here making these videos. But in, you know, brighter news, you know, I am going to Croatia. I need to, you know, have a vacation, have some friends around, so I am going to go to Croatia. I'm going to the Blockdown event, and yeah, I'm excited about that, so I will be having some fun, trying to get my mind off of things, but yeah, I'm going to miss him. Appreciate you guys tuning in, and I'll see you guys next time. Cheers.